to your reality. Let's record. I'm going to let Lizelle take it away. We're going to do a ground and center with her. She's going to touch on her things that help with personal momentum. And then I will touch on my things with personal momentum and close off the call. So Lizelle, take it away.
Perfect. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm so happy to see you all here. Woohoo! Let's give a round of applause to the new year because it's a new start for us. It's a fresh, clean slate. And it's from here that we are all holding the pen, right? Yeah. Okay, so just like every other call, if this is your first one in the Crystal Fuse community, welcome. My name is Lizel. I am a personal strategist from Hawaii. I help commission-based professionals increase their sales performance. So for those of you who have a business, I help you grow your business. I help you create more flow in yourself so that you can create more flow in your wealth. Where did I come from? I actually am originally from California. In 2013, I started my career in the medical field. I was an occupational therapist wearing the scrubs, and I had the badge and the letters after my name. I knew that I came to this planet to help people. In what capacity? Every capacity. The most personal way that I can, I'm going to do. And so I started in the medical field. And then in 2015, I got certified as a divine purpose coach. And from there, I learned wow, there's so much to life than just what is physically in front of me. And there's so many more opportunities than what my parents and what society said that I was here to do. When I learned about the spiritual world and I learned about divinity and I learned about energy and I learned about the law of attraction, my life, my world, my brain went, whoa. And I realized the class that I was in, it was mostly middle-aged people. The average age was 40 and 50. And at that time I was 30. And I realized, wow, I'm learning this stuff really early. It's interesting that none of my friends talked about this stuff. This was new age stuff, and the healers were in there. But once I got into it, it actually made sense. And I started talking about energy to people not in the energy world. So earlier when Kelly was saying that she was sharing about her journey with other people and they would tell her she's weird. Yeah, I got that too. And so it just became, I don't know if you guys are experiencing this, those of you in the journey, you can kind of plant some seeds and you can feel out where people are when you use certain words like energy or flow. You can kind of see where people are at and kind of just be more of your authentic self wherever you go and feel more comfortable. So just know that you're not the only one who feels weird as you step into this world, but this world does already exist and it's already around us. And so after that, I actually moved to Hawaii, moved here in 2017, so that I could help more people. I stopped working in the medical field and I wanted to help people in business and I wanted to help people virtually. And then actually got pregnant and had twins. And so that was a really crazy journey of how do I keep my momentum going from being this professional in the medical world to going to life coaching to getting pregnant. Oh, and by the way, they were twins. So the chaos just came. And then after having twins, I got pregnant again and had a third baby. And so talk about losing personal momentum. I had zero. But coming out of that came the pandemic. And what's interesting about my profession and coaching is that people needed assistance. People needed somebody to talk to during the pandemic. And so in 2020, that's actually when my business began to flourish and I started working and serving at a higher level. So I want to start this call by saying that when life gives you lemons or when chaos ensues, there is something in it for you. Okay, so turn the chaos into something that serves you. So go ahead and write that down. You can write, in 2023, I'm going to let the chaos serve me. I'm going to turn those challenges, those roadblocks, those surprises into something that serves me. And when we step into that space of being the empowered version versus the victimized version, everything happens to me. Why did this happen? That's not fair. You're not in a position to shift or change or add to anything. You're just over here. Okay. So if you have a New Year's resolution and you already broke it, Don't sit over here and go, oh, okay, what did I learn from that? I'm not going to do that next week because this is only week 2 and I'm ready to take that lesson and let it serve me. Okay, awesome. So let's begin with our ground and center. Now that you know who I am, where I came from, and what I want to dive into today, let's go ahead and do that. And what that is we're all going to sit down and close our eyes, and I'm going to guide us through a breathing meditation just to ground and center our energy. So if this is your first time, if you're here live or you're joining us on the replay, just sit in your chair, just sit back in it or sit on the floor. And go ahead and take your hands and move your thigh flesh out. It's a little bit silly, but this is going to help and ground the physical energy. You just want to move it a little bit so that your sit bones can carry your physical weight. You can sit back in your chair, or if you'd like, you can sit up. This is your meditation. I like to sit back. And then when you're there, go ahead and close the eyes and connect with yourself. Let the mind do whatever it's doing, but let your conscious mind focus on you being inside your body. And you may feel this urge to breathe. So allow that to happen. And in that flow, we're going to take 3 deep breaths together. Okay, so we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Good. Breath number 2, inhale through the nose. And release, exhale out the mouth. And last one. Breath number 3, inhale through the nose. And hold at the top. And slowly release out the mouth. Allowing your body to relax while your eyes stay closed. Noticing any tingles or dizziness, it's totally normal. In this ground and center, letting the oxygen clear away what no longer serves, and refreshing and renewing yourself from the inside out to make space for what is meant for you. Placing 1 or 2 hands on your heart. Thanking yourself for showing up today and for choosing to walk forward with your personal momentum in 2023. Just say, thank you, me. Thank me. Just give gratitude to yourself for being with you in this moment. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and close this off with 1 deep group collective breath together. Inhale through the nose. And audible sigh, release out the mouth. Now go ahead and wiggle your fingers and your toes. Move your body. Sway or roll your head and neck if you need. And when you're ready to return to our meeting today, you can open up the eyes and share in the chat how you are feeling after your first ground and center of 2023. I am feeling refreshed. I am feeling ready. I am feeling elevated. Over here in the room, we have feeling less tense, more relaxed, the most refreshed I've ever felt since yesterday. Awesome, Sierra. Calm and relaxed. Yes, you needed that. Good. Felt nice. feeling much more calm. Perfect. And that is the space. Like this space right now is you. This is your pure energy and what you can bring into this year. How you're feeling is where you can create with clarity and how you can serve at the highest level. Feels like a fresh glass of water. Yeah. Oh, that sounds delicious. And that's what we can do for our people. That's what we can do for our clients. That's what we can do for our audience. That's what we can do for our family, is we can be that fresh glass of water to them by first bringing ourselves into that state. Because energy transfers. That's what it does. Energy just doesn't sit. If it sits, it becomes dysfunctional and then it like blows up. And so what's really important when we're looking at keeping up with our personal momentum is looking at the quality of the energy that we are using to actually move in action. I just said a lot of big words. What we're looking at is the quality of the energy that we are using to move in action. Okay, so what am I actually saying? Actually, let me ask you a question. Who here, just type in the chat, just say like, oh, type a one in the chat if you have a New Year's resolution for 2023. Okay, got some ones, got an 11, ones. Okay, cool. Type a 2 in the chat if you're like, oh, I'm still working on it. I don't know, maybe I'll make one. I go ahead and type a 2, cool. Okay. And then type a 3 if you already broke yours. You're like, oh, I already messed up. Totally okay. But I just want to know, like, where are we in the room? And then type a 4 if you're like, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I don't do those. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So for this specific room, we have people who are creating New Year's resolutions. Most of them have created one. Some of us here are still kind of working on one, and you know, that's perfect. What I want to ask you, or what right now you have an opportunity to reflect on the intention behind the New Year's resolution that you created. So on your notebook, go ahead and write down your actual resolution. Like, what did you say? And if you haven't created one, here's a chance to like play with making one. Big, small, silly. We're doing an exercise here. If you have one, write it, because it's going to help you with tonight and tomorrow and moving forward. Okay, so once you have written down your own personal New Year's resolution, just give me a thumbs up to the camera. Just with your thumb, you don't have to do the reaction thing. Cool. Okay, and now I want you to like look at it from the perspective of you in December 2023. Okay, so fast forward 11 months and however many weeks and look at it and just observe, knowing that you've already gone through this year, starting with this statement that you wrote down. Go ahead and type in the chat feelings, words, anything that's coming up for you as you're looking at your New Year's resolution through the eyes, through the filter of you at the end of the year. Okay, we're seeing very heightened and light, happy, accomplished, feeling growth. That is awesome. Okay, because, ooh, multiple heightened feelings. Love it. Okay, so now I want to know, based on, ooh, feeling accomplished. Yes. Awesome. Okay, so now I want to know, why did you do that? Why did you create this New Year's resolution? Just write the answers down in your notebook. Why did you create this New Year's resolution? Whether it's from you now or December 2023 you. Just what is the reason behind that specific New Year's resolution? Okay. Okay, and then just give me a thumbs up with your hand. Let me know when you finish answering that question. Why did you create that New Year's resolution? Sylvester wants to join us. Hold on. I need to show him because he just got his haircut. Say hi, Happy New Year. This is Sylvester with the fresh cut. Say hi to the team. Oh, you ready for a nap? Okay. He's gonna go in my closet now. Okay. So why did you create that New Year's resolution? You don't have to answer it if you want. You don't want to. Now, underneath that, why did you create that New Year's resolution? Answer this question. Why is that important to me? Okay. So right, this is important to me because, and that, you could draw the arrow up, that is important to me because. Because how will that affect your life? How will that affect your relationships? How will that affect your financials? How will that affect your business, your health, your relationship with yourself? Why is that important? We have a couple answers that I can share as an example. So, why did you create that? To sacrifice something so I can gain something. Why is that important to you? Okay. I want to build something big for myself. Great. Why is that important to you? Yes. Okay. And then here's an answer to that. An answer to the second question is, why is that important to you? It's important because I hate feeling stuck. Okay. So now we're going to go one more level deeper. Okay. And now why is that important to you? For example, why is building something big for yourself important to you? What does that mean? Okay. You hate feeling stuck. Okay. Why is it important for you to not feel stuck anymore? Why is it important for you to be unstuck? It's getting a little hairy, like a little deeper. Right? We're not doing the superficial stuff in here. We're doing the transformational stuff in here. We're here to change the world. We're here to bring our authentic selves. And we're here to live and experience life. This is what life is. It's all about growing and evolving. We're not born on this planet and stay an infant. This world is one of evolution. And so every year comes an opportunity to push ourselves. And now I'm giving you an opportunity to dig into that push for yourself. Yeah. Okay. So now, as you're looking at your notebook, and for those of you who are watching the replay, like looking at your notes and what you're writing down, realize that it's not just losing 10 pounds or going to the gym every day or making $1 million or, whatever the result is. Okay. Whatever that is just the top layer. So just like our New Year's resolutions, we have so much depth to what we're doing. And most of it happens below the surface. Okay. Because we created that New Year's resolution with other subconscious reasons other than just for the end result. Right? Yes. Thank you for coming. So as we're looking at creating, holding, and moving forward with our personal momentum, we have to remember why we're doing what we're doing, because it's not about the result, it's about the process. And the process sits on the foundation of The magic word, intention. So in 2023, it's really about what is your intention? And it's not for the end result of the intention, but it's like, what is the energy that I'm using to move through this year? I just got some full body chills, mostly in the legs. So foundational stuff is happening right now. Yay! For myself, why did I choose to go back to work after having three kids, now raising three under three, in the pandemic? Why did I choose to go back to work? Because my soul needed it. My soul needed to live its purpose, live its mission. Coming into this profession, I knew what my mission was. I knew what my purpose was. So I had that advantage of knowing who I was, who I wasn't, and what I was here to do. And for me, it was managing the physical world, managing the things that I could not control, managing, the family, the house, like the stuff. But inside, I already knew why I was doing this. And so if you don't have your purpose and you don't have your mission yet, that's okay. Get clear with your intention. Because once you have your intention, you will have the direction of where you're going. Okay, there's going to be less, let's say, less cancellations, less people who flake out, basically less challenges when you're clear on your intention. Because like I said earlier, energy transfers. And if you're not clear here, then the results you see outside are not going to be clear either. Okay. So remember why you're creating this New Year's resolution for you. Continue whenever you feel doubt or you hear that voice in your head that says like, who are you to do that? You're not good enough. You're crazy. Like, why did you do that? That's stupid. Say, hey, you were not invited to this party. Please leave. And go back to this page in your notebook right here. Like, go ahead and dog ear it or bookmark it. Bring yourself here to remember why you are doing this in the first place. When you start slipping in February, when you start slipping in April, when you forgot about it in October, come back and go, oh my gosh, that's why I'm doing this, and continue. Don't feel bad. Don't judge yourself. Don't talk crap about yourself. Just say, oh, I forgot. And hey, I'm going to, pick this back up. I'm going to continue again. Great, cool. Because why? Because of your 3 levels down, because of that intention. Why is that important to me? Okay. And so when we live life at a deeper level versus superficial, we go farther. Okay. Superficial, it kind of, it flakes off as the speed gets higher. When you live grounded, when you live centered, when you live with clarity, nothing can faze you. Nothing. The world, the weather, your significant other, your animals, or like even your health, like that can keep us, like that can pause us, but don't let it stop you, because what's beneath all of that, even your health, is your intention, is your will. And so there's so many stories of people, who are sick or have chronic illnesses, but they get through and they get healthy and they change and they transform lives, like from the hospital bed. So if you think that you can't, then you're listening to this voice. Okay. I just want to say that in the beginning of the year. Okay. Remember, oh, you weren't invited, go away, and come back to you, come back to your truth. I want to share with you that evolving happens through experience, not through knowledge. Okay. We're in the information, what do we call it? Information era. There's so much information out there. We can find any answer, from a quick, Google search or our phone. It's not about what we know, but it's about what we're learning and what we can pass on. That's how we can add value. That's what makes you as a business owner unique from every other person who's selling the same thing, or who's in the organization, or who's in a different industry, because you get to teach and you get to share from your authentic experience. Anybody can read a presentation and get a yes, but not everybody can create true authentic connections from just sharing. Okay, not many people can. But for those of you who are in here and who are exploring yourself and who are getting more clear on what you're doing and why you're doing it, you have the advantage now. You have the advantage above other people, above your competition, because you are more certain in what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're doing it. Okay. So in the beginning of the call, we gave a round of applause to 2023. And now I invite you to give yourself a round of applause because you are moving forward and you are choosing yourself and you're actually doing the most important work, which is the work on you. So yay, I'm proud of you and I'm happy to be here. So I'm clapping for you guys. Let's see, we got a couple notes here. Oh, be intentional with your intention. Yes, absolutely. Because that's the foundation. Yeah. So like we can go on and on about that, but we're all about the momentum here. So let's keep moving forward. And, we have the chat where we can keep, giving ourselves like all that good energy and keeping ourselves accountable to what we're working on. So thank you for joining. And I'm going to pass this back to Kelly, who's going to share more about personal momentum and the crystal of the week. Yay.
Awesome. Let's give it up for Lizel. Let's drop a heart or let's drop a 1 for Lizel in the chat. Happy 2023. It is 1 week down. We're in week 2. And I'm excited to touch on this topic of personal momentum. Because it's something that we all have within ourselves that is in our control. What other people do and other people's momentum, it's not in our control. The only thing that's in our control is our personal momentum, our actions, what we're doing on a daily basis. So to be able to keep up with your own personal momentum, first, of course, you have to know what it is that you want. What are you working towards? Whether it's a goal in your personal life, whether it's a goal with school, whether it's a goal in your business, whatever your goals are, in order for you to have momentum, you have to set your goals first. So definitely get clear. And like Lizel was talking about with intention, like what is your intention for the year? What are you trying to accomplish for the year? Getting clear with your intention and your goals is number 1 with personal momentum. And personal momentum is not easy because it's easy to let ourselves down. Like when we tell ourselves or promise, like, okay, I'm going to start going to the gym 6 days a week, but that's your own personal goal. And it's easy to let yourself down versus if you were to have a buddy that you're going to the gym with being like, okay, we're going to go together 6 days a week. You're going to feel a little bit shittier and you're going to be more likely to show up when you have someone that's holding you accountable. You're sharing that goal. So it's easy to let yourself down with personal momentum because we don't like letting other people down, but for some reason to let ourselves down, we're just like, meh, whatever, like, it's okay. But we need to cut that out because we have a big reason why we want to be successful, right? Like we have big goals and big dreams. And that's why we're even on this call and tapping into information like this so that we can get to know ourselves, grow into our highest version of ourselves. So I'm going to give you guys some tips on like how I continue with my personal momentum. And a big thing with personal momentum is time blocking. I've been talking about this here and there on my story. So I'm going to kind of like go into detail with like how I time block. If you're not familiar with time blocking, this is something that is going to help you in all aspects of your life. So this is what I do. So for example, tonight, before I go to sleep, I'm going to make a list in my phone or write on a piece of paper, everything that I want to accomplish tomorrow. Like I'll literally write, like if I'm washing my hair tomorrow, because obviously I don't wash my hair every day, but let's say tomorrow, if I'm planning to wash my hair, I'm going to write that down in my to-do list of like what I need to do. I'm going to say, I'm going to wash my hair. If I'm cooking tomorrow at chicken, whatever, I'm going to write down cook chicken. If I am planning to go to the gym, I'm going to write down go to the gym. I'm going to literally write down every single task, chore, responsibility that I want to get done for the next day, the night before. Then I'm going to figure out where in my day I'm going to wash my hair, where in my day I'm going to cook. So we have 24 hours in the day. I set myself a goal. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to wake up at 8 a.m. So what am I going to do from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m.? The first thing that I do, and I encourage you guys to do this, is make your bed. And I I listened to this on a YouTube video of a guy in the military. I forget exactly who it was. But he was saying that he was so conditioned that the first thing you do when you wake up is make your bed, and you feel accomplished because you already got the first task done within the first like 5 minutes of waking up. And you're putting yourself in that state of like accomplishment, feeling good. You already accomplished something. So if you set a goal of like, okay, moving forward, I'm going to make my bed every day. And one thing that he said that I liked was, if you had a bad day and you didn't accomplish as much as you wanted to, at least you're coming home to a nicely made bed. So I encourage you guys, start making your bed in the morning. Then what's the next thing that I do? Actually, before I make my bed, I'll literally like talk. I don't know if you guys talk to God or the universe, and just thank them. Thank the universe, thank God, express some gratitude. It's a new day. I'm alive. There are some people that didn't wake up today. I'm so thankful I woke up today and I get to live this new day and experience this new day. So gratitude, make bed. If you want to shower in the mornings, if you go to the gym. So for me, the first thing I do, express gratitude, make my bed, then I go to the gym. I've been doing a fasted workout for the past like 6 weeks now, where I don't eat before I work out. I eat right after I work out. And I time block only like 40 minutes for the gym, like not even a whole hour. Like I'm literally in and out of the gym. If you're intentional in the gym, you can be in and out within the hour. So I'll go to the gym. I time block that. Okay. So where am I at? 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I am making my bed, and then going to the gym. So all of that I finish in 1 hour, let's say before 9. Then I come back upstairs. My gym's thankfully in my condo, so I just go downstairs, go back upstairs to my unit, and I make myself some breakfast. So I time block. Okay, from 10 to 10:30, I'm going to make breakfast and eat. I literally will time block how long it's going to take me to cook and eat. Okay, I'm at 10:30. What am I going to do next? I'm going to get back to DMs. I'm going to set aside time block 1 hour of like getting back to DMs. Okay, 11:30. What's next? Maybe creating some content. So I'll time block 1 hour for content. Or let's say you start work. Let's say you have work from 12 till 8, whatever. You're time blocking work 12 till 8. Then when you come home, okay, what am I going to do from the moment that I come home for the next hour? And these are the things that I do and I write down the night before. So as the day's going by the next day, you can look on your phone and see how on track you are. And then at the end of the day, you reevaluate yourself. You look at your list, you see what you accomplished, what you finished, what you got done. And then the things that you missed and you didn't do, because there might be some things that you just lost track and you didn't get to accomplish. Those are the first things that you're going to do the next day, so that you're on track with like not falling behind. Okay, if I forgot to do something today, if I didn't have time, if I didn't properly organize, lost track of time, I'm going to do those first the next day. And that keeps you on track, so you don't fall too far behind. Always, you got to reevaluate yourself at the end of the day. How did I do in my day? What did I finish? What did I not finish? Evaluate yourself. What else? So journal. Okay. And then journaling is huge. So writing down on it, having a journal. I encourage you guys go to Amazon or your bookstore, Dollarama, and get yourself a journal planner for 2023. I actually have like a calendar planner, and then I have like a journal book. So on my calendar, I write like my tasks that I have. And then in my journal, I write like how my day went. How did I feel? Did someone randomly reach out to me? Oh my God, I haven't FaceTimed Vanessa in so long. Like, so happy. Like we caught up, whatever. I literally just journal about my day. So I highly encourage you guys, to journal about your day. And it's going to be really cool a year from now to see what you did on September 11 and who you were on that day a year from now, to see like the things that you were doing, the people that you're surrounding with, and you'll see the growth. I literally have journals from when I was like, I don't know, 12, 13, 14. And it's so cool to see like, whoa, like, oh my God, I totally forgot about this person. Like, wow, I was friends with these people. Like, wow, this is what I was doing. Damn, I was doing some crazy stuff when I was younger. And you just never know. I don't know. Maybe I'll show my kids one day. But it's cool to see like actual, like your growth, like on paper from your thoughts and who you were. And yeah, highly encourage doing that. Also, switching out, something that has helped me so much is I love music. I love listening to music, but I'll literally time block how much music I'm listening to. And instead of listening to music, I'll listen to like a podcast or a YouTube motivational video or a YouTube video on making sales or a YouTube video on leadership, something to pour into myself. In order for you to continue with personal momentum, you got to be evolving and growing as a person. And how are you going to do that? You're going to do that by pouring into yourself. And the best way to pour into yourself, the easiest way to pour into yourself, is from successful people that have already done it, that are teaching you how to do it. And now we have access to YouTube and Google, which there's millions of videos and articles and information on personal growth, so that you can continue momentum. Like they say, momentum loves speed. So the more knowledge that you're pouring into yourself every single day, the more momentum you're going to pick up. I encourage you guys 10 pages a day before bed. This is something that I learned from Mornings with Nano. He would preach about 10 pages before bed. So read 10 pages before bed. And reading like a book, like what's it called? Reading exercises your brain. You want to constantly be reading things. Listening to things, great. Yes, you want to pour in verbally, but also when you read it, like your brain almost remembers it more, takes it in more. So exercising your brain to like actually read from a book, or if you want to find an ebook or whatever, but physical books, amazing, the best. So encourage you guys to read 10 pages a day before bed, switching out music to listening to a podcast or some motivation. Make your bed in the morning, time blocking, and reevaluating yourself at the end of the day. So I want you guys for the first week of January. So right now, if you guys want to write down January week 1, and I want you guys to evaluate yourself in 4 categories. So on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being you didn't put much effort in, 10 being you put a lot of effort in. So the categories I want you guys to evaluate yourselves on with how much effort you put into the first week of your January is business or career or school. That's one category. Business, career, school can be one category. The next category is family, your family. The third category is self-care. Business, family, self-care, and your friendships. So in those 4 categories, on a scale of 1 to 10, just write your number for each and reevaluate yourself with how much effort you put into these categories in your first week of January. And when you get real with yourself and evaluate yourself, you can see like where you actually are and bring your awareness to the efforts that you've been putting in, and you can see where you need to put in more effort and where you should focus more energy on. Evaluating yourself, your circle, your surroundings, your environment is something that I do pretty much on a daily basis. Like I'll evaluate myself at the end of the day, like, okay, how was my day? What did I do? Who did I speak with? I'll evaluate myself on all these things, like how much effort, like, did I call my mom and dad today? I probably talk to my dad like every single day, my mom maybe like every other day. And I try to always like keep my personal relationships active, my business active. Sometimes I'll notice, okay, I'm slacking on like communicating with certain people. Okay, next week I need to do better. And it's nice to write it on a piece of paper, to actually like see it instead of just like think about it, but to actually see it. So evaluating yourself, encourage you guys, if you want to do it daily or weekly, go for it. Momentum also, like stay close with people that you see that are in momentum. Like if you see someone that's like doing really well in their business, or let's say with their social media posts, if they have an online business and you do too, and you see that they're constantly active, they're on top of it, build relationships with these people, like reach out to these people, send voice notes to these people, get to know these people, like try your best to stay close to people that have momentum, because it's contagious. And you guys see, like, you know, we're in group chats. Some of us are also like on the Monet team. So you guys see like who's active in the chats, who's not, and how good does it feel like when you're active in the chats and then the chat becomes active and then more people are talking, and then it's like the momentum is contagious. And that's literally like momentum loves speed. So like you're going to see other people leveling up. With momentum comes a higher version of you, because you're going to level up, you're going to grow, since you're staying consistent. And maybe you weren't always consistent, but when you're surrounding yourself in that environment, it's contagious. So you will by default grow and level up. So stay close to momentum, stay close to people that you see have that momentum, so it can rub off on you too. What else? And it's not easy. Like life is always going to happen. We're going to have obstacles. Life is always going to do its thing. That's life, literally. But when things happen and they're not going in your favor, like Lizel said, it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. So when I'm like in an uncomfortable situation, it's a reminder to me that I'm about to grow. I'm about to gain something, whether it's knowledge or experience or awareness. Whenever I'm uncomfortable, I'm just like, okay, I'm uncomfortable, but I know after the feeling of uncomfortability comes growth. So I remind myself that it's a good thing. Okay, remind yourself when you're uncomfortable, okay, this is good. Like this is teaching me something. Even if it's kind of not a good situation, like you feel like the end of the world, like why is this happening to me? It's happening to you because it's building your character. It's happening because you asked for strength, because you asked for wisdom. So life, God is going to throw obstacles to trigger that, and it's going to be a test to see if you're going to react the way you've always reacted, or if you're going to react in that evolved way because you're applying the wisdom that you're learning. So I see you guys like nodding your heads. You're just like, yeah, it's so true. It's so freaking true. Like it's amazing. Like I'm so thankful that we get to do these calls and we get to like pour out, because I've gone through a whole lot. I know Lizel has gone through a whole lot. I know each and every one of you, Sierra, Amber, Madison, Angel, Jessica, Modern Mama, has gone through like a lot. Like everybody goes through things differently and everybody handles things differently. So don't be too hard on yourself, because life is life, but remind yourself that the universe has you, God has you. And when uncomfortable things happen and the situation might not be what you want it to be, it's because it's testing you to see if you're going to evolve or if you're going to stay the same. And I know there's people out there that stay the same year after year after year after year, but it's okay, because everybody is on their own path and on their own divine timing. But each and every one of us here that are showing up to these calls, we are on a different path. We're on a path of growth. We're on a path of evolvement. I don't even know if that's a word, evolvement. We're on a path of evolving, and it's amazing like what can happen when we come together and share our gifts. So I encourage you guys to share this community. Take a video right now or boomerang and post it on your story. Tag Crystal Fuse community, tag How to Manifest, which is Lizel, and let's grow this community. And I'm excited to see like all the new people that, like, invite your friends, invite your family, whoever you feel like would benefit from this information. Or if you guys know like people that are into crystals or spirituality too, like they would freaking love this call, because there's not many people, not many communities that come together to talk about spirituality, growth, crystals. Before we get off, I'm going to touch on a little bit about Tiger's Eye. So Tiger's Eye zodiac is actually Capricorn, which is, I know Lizel is a Capricorn, I'm a Capricorn, y'all are surrounded by Capricorns here. But it works with the chakras, the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra, which eventually we'll do like a training just on chakras. I've been saying this, I think, for like a month now. Lizel has her Tiger's Eye there. I was supposed to go to their crystal store, but oh my God, look, Angel Etsy. I love you guys. That's amazing. So a little bit about Tiger's Eye. It is a stone of protection. It does bring in clear thinking, personal empowerment, integrity, willpower, grounding, courage, grace. And it's supposed to bring good luck to the wearer. It has power to focus the mind, promoting mental clarity, assisting us to resolve problems objectively and unclouded by emotions. Particularly useful for healing. Particularly useful for.
This starts at 8. They're just like up there.
It's okay. Okay, there we go. Hold on, where did my note go? Tiger's Eye treats eyes, throat, and reproductive organs, releases toxins, alleviates pain, and helpful in repairing broken bones and strengthening the alignment of the spinal column. So it does have certain like healing abilities. Obviously it's all energy. So it's like if you believe when you meet someone, you can feel a good vibe or a bad vibe. You believe in energy. So these crystals that the earth magically made, and they're gifts literally from the earth, carry a certain energy around them. And if you are in contact with this energy, it's inevitable that you're going to feel it, whether it's on a subconscious level or conscious level. The more open you are, the more open-minded you are to, this information, and understanding that, like, I wish I had time to go to the crystal shop, and I thought I had crystals out here somewhere. Like I have like I have like a few crystals here, but just being in contact with a crystal, just like holding it, there's so much power in this is actually amber. It kind of looks like Tiger's Eye, but just being in contact with it is so powerful. Whether you put it in your pocket, whether you hold it, put it in your bra, whatever the case is, you're in contact with this energy. It is in your aura, and it will protect you if you are open to it. So that's a little bit about Tiger's Eye. The element is also fire and earth. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We're gonna close off this call just now because we are in 5 minutes. I actually have an opportunity call. I'm hosting with Erica. She's here already. We're starting in like 4 minutes. If you guys wanted to stay on, cool. This opportunity call is in regards to my separate other online business. But thank you everyone for tuning in. And Lizel, if there's anything you want to say to close off the call. Come on, wait, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. You're muted. You're muted. Wait, what happened? You're muted. Lizel,